Hey guys, it's Tina here. Welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of my skincare video. If you haven't watched my skin analysis video, make sure you watch that before watching this one. Otherwise, I guess you can watch it after. No biggie. So in the last video, I showed you guys a very thorough analysis of my skin and what is happening underneath on these layers that you can't see with the naked eye. And today I wanted to share with you what skin treatments I get to target my skin concerns. There's 4 treatments that I want to share with you today: Hydrafacial, skin laser, LED light therapy, and Botox. Well, with Botox, it's my second time doing it around my forehead area, but with the other 3 treatments, I've done it at least like 4 or 5 times now. So I usually start off my skincare treatment with a Hydrafacial. To begin, my skin is thoroughly cleansed. And then cotton pads soaked with a skin softener is placed on my T-zone. That's just going to help to soften up those areas before I start the Hydrafacial. My therapist starts off with the perimeters of my face first. She uses the handheld suction applicator and she runs it across my face. This literally sucks out all the gunk in my skin whilst keeping my skin hydrated and infusing it with serums. If you guys have ever tried a microdermabrasion treatment, it's similar to that but much better, because the old microdermabrasion machines, they can really pull and tug your skin and it can kind of feel really rough. Whereas with the Hydrafacial, because it's infusing your skin as it sucks, it feels a lot more comfortable and the applicator just kind of glides over your skin really nicely. Next, she moved on to my T-zone, which is the oilier parts of my face. This is the area where I have a lot more blackheads and more congestion. At the end of the treatment, you can see all the gunk that has been sucked out of your skin, and the water tends to be a little bit brown and murky. After that, I moved into a different room, which is the laser room. Now, when it comes to laser, there are so many different machines for different things, but the one that I get is to target dark spots. It's called the Lutronic Spectra Dual Mode Q Switch machine. What a name, right? Basically, what it does is the laser energy actually breaks up the melanin pigments in the skin, and it's actually just removed throughout the body's natural removal process. So with that, it doesn't really affect any of the surrounding skin cells or anything. It just targets the melanin in your skin. To protect my eyebrows, Dr. Kim applies a little bit of bandage over my brow hairs. That's because if the laser hits my brow hairs, it can turn it white. And I don't want my brows to be white. It's fine for my facial hairs to be white, which is a good thing, but ideally I would like my brows to stay dark. Then he pops on these protective goggles. I know I look super sexy in them. And he starts just running the laser machine over my face. So that red dot you see is the laser, and he's just literally just running that all along my skin. Now, I'm sure you guys are wondering, is it painful? And to be honest, it is not painful whatsoever. You just feel like a little bit of a prickly sensation. It's not painful, but you know there's something running across your face, and you can feel a little bit of heat as well as smell, a little bit of a burning smell.
That burning smell actually goes away. It's because it's been quite a while since your last one.
Yeah.
But when you do it regularly, that burning smell really doesn't stay that long. You okay? You're good?
We're good.
Alright. So we'll bring you back to the room for the LED.
Yeah. Okay, awesome.
Okay.
So why I really like this laser is that there's literally no downtime. I've tried other lasers in the past that have helped to kind of get rid of freckles and whatnot, but it just makes my skin flake and peel, and because I film every week, it's not ideal. So I wanted something with no downtime, but with that, there's a catch. That just means that the results take longer to kind of appear. So it really depends on what your lifestyle is like. For me, I just want no downtime, so this is perfect for me. Next, I head back into the treatment room, ready for my LED light therapy. This is pretty much the last step of what I usually get, apart from Botox later, but this is the end treatment that I get. So my mask is popped onto my face, and then my eyes are covered. Again, I look super cool, I know. I kind of look like a robot here. And then this light called the Omega LED light therapy is popped over my face. This machine has 4 different colored lights to treat different skin types. The red light helps the skin to produce more collagen. The blue light is great for acne prone skin and also fights off breakout causing bacteria. The green light, which is what I got, helps reduce the production of melanin in the skin, so it's great for improving the skin tone. And finally, the yellow helps to combat redness in the skin. This LED light therapy is left on my skin for 15 minutes, and then we moved on to Botox. Like I mentioned before, this is my second time getting Botox on my forehead area. If you guys watched my first video with the skin analysis, you would have seen all that wrinkles that I had on my forehead. I didn't really start noticing these wrinkles until really recently. I feel like I'm just getting older, you know, I'm just too expressive, and that's why I thought, you know what, maybe I should try Botox out for the second time. The first time I tried Botox was like 2 years ago, and to be honest, I didn't really have like many wrinkles then, and so I felt like I didn't really need to kind of carry that on. But sure enough, those wrinkles caught on 2 years later, and now I'm back to give it a second go. To prep the area before Botox, numbing cream was applied onto my forehead. It's funny because the first time I did Botox, I don't remember having numbing cream or anything special. I think like the doctor kind of just like injected the needle straight into my forehead. But I don't really remember if it hurt that much or not. I just have a bad memory. And then I went back into the other room for Dr. Kim to mark out my forehead. He just asked me to like lift my brow and then relax, and he would make some markings accordingly. Then a cooling stick or some ice was applied onto those markings to further numb those areas. And it was so cold, like I felt like I was gonna get a brain freeze. Now, if you guys get squirmish or uneasy when it comes to needles, just look away for this part or tune out for a bit. But honestly, the Botox needle compared to like the needle that you get for like blood tests is a lot smaller and thinner. So don't worry, because you're not going to really see any blood or anything. It doesn't look that scary, and it was not very painful at all. I think it was thanks to the numbing cream and the extra ice. I think I would rate the pain like a 3 out of 10. It hurt a little bit more than laser, but it's just like a tiny prick and then it's gone. Though keep in mind, I feel like I do have a higher pain tolerance than most people. Right after the treatment, it was pretty much the same. I didn't really experience anything until the 3rd day. Botox usually kicks in a few days after, or even like a week after. For me, about the 3rd day, I can kind of start to feel a difference. I noticed there were less lines around my forehead, and when I lifted my brows, it felt a little bit tighter, but that's it. So today would be the 6th day since I got Botox around my forehead, and you can see when I lift my brows, there's like no wrinkles. Look at that. And the thing is, I could still lift my brows, there's just no wrinkles. So far, I am quite happy with the results. I'm not too sure if I will continually get Botox. I'm gonna kind of monitor and see how long these results will last. I think it will last about 3 months or so, which is kind of like really short. So I don't know if I can commit to getting Botox like every 3 months, but I know a lot of people do because it helps to just prevent or prolong your wrinkles from coming. Now, I know everyone has their opinions about procedures like Botox. Some people are against them and some people are all for them. Either way, I thought I would just share my experience and show you guys what's involved in case you guys are interested. Also, keep in mind that like other procedures, there are risks involved when it comes to Botox. So be sure to do your research before deciding if the procedure is right for you or not. So that concludes my skin treatment video. I hope you guys have found it interesting. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them below and I will try my best to answer them. Anyways, that's it from me. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and follow me on Instagram, and I shall speak to you guys next time. Bye!